the model young professional. Has been through a lot, both injury-wise, playing time-wise. This is his 5th year. He's one of our leaders. He's one of the best young men to ever come through our program, in my opinion. That's how strongly I feel about him.
I think it just comes from, I just love soccer ever since I started playing when I was 5 years old. And going through my injury, going through, seeing other people get hurt, other people not being able to play as they grow up, just really trying to appreciate playing every day and just giving it 100% every time I play.
On my official visit, my senior in high school, I came and I came to watch Will play. They were playing UNC, and they won that game 1-0, and Will was the man of the match. Just flying around the field, tackling. I think had the assist on the goal. So I came in and I was just, to be honest, I was a little bit scared.
It didn't come out till last year. We were kind of hanging out one night, and that came out. I told, it's funny because when I was a first year, some of the older guys, I was terrified of too.
It changed, as I got to know him in training and stuff, knowing that, Will's one guy on the field and he's one guy off the field. And on the field, he's all business. Off the field, he's, as calm and likable as they come. So, as I got to spend more time with Will, outside of soccer, got to see that other side of him and just know that, on the field, I don't take what he says or does personally or as who he is. That's just, he's there to win and he's a competitor.
We're not really too sure when it first happened. I was playing not 100% for over a year, and it started getting really bad in the spring season of my junior year. So we kind of met with the doctors, had an MRI. Nothing really showed up on the MRI other than my IT band was really tight.
It's called iliotibial band syndrome. We see a lot in runners, we see a lot in cyclers, and we actually see a fair amount of it in soccer players. The majority of people with this problem usually respond to physical therapy and get better. But in Will's particular case, which was documented both on his MRI and also on his clinical exams, he developed some degenerative tissue underneath where the IT band is, and so that was becoming very problematic for him.
After that spring, they went in and my meniscus was torn, which wasn't showing up on the MRIs, and my IT band was in pretty bad shape, so they did some work on that as well.
We ended up lengthening the tendon itself. We added about 2 to 3 centimeters to the tendon itself because his tendon, I think, just hereditarily was short on him and was really rubbing on the outside part of his knee.
At some point during rehab, it tore again, which obviously at that point I needed a second surgery and the season was kind of out of reach. So it turned into a very, very long year and a half for me. Just constantly in the training room, 2-3 hours in the training room, then going, having to watch practice, another hour in the training room.
From the work that he's put in over the summer, his knee now looks, as good as it can be. And you see with a kid like Will, really how good, our sports medicine department can be if you really commit yourself to it.
I found a major in school that I'm really interested. I'm a kinesiology major with a concentration in adapted PE. So I get to go to some of the local public schools and work with the disabled kids that they have and help them out with their PE. My knee injury is nothing compared to what some of the kids I work with have to deal with on a daily basis. And it really gives me a different level of respect for these kids. I'd love to play soccer for as long as I can, and after that, I really do enjoy the adapted PE, and I'd love to be able to pursue that. I'd love to go home back to New York and pursue adapted PE and see if I can make it more popular back home.
lot of the first years come in and they sort of get caught up in, the college lifestyle a little bit. And Will, who's a fifth year, is a really good reminder to those kids how important it is to be a little bit humble.